page. Trump knew it. Take down the whole White House. Get him out. Pin it to him, even if he didn't do it. But somehow, we're going to try to make it so. Forget about the speeches. Forget about the foreign governments. Forget about the foreign money that was brought into the Clinton accounts in Clinton cash and all that money that Peter Schweitzer talked about. Forget about the abuse of using that money inappropriately. Forget about all of that other stuff that Russia did pay them and Donald Trump heavily, and then the Uranium One deal. But interesting enough, the Uranium One deal is being buried by every single network on television besides Fox News as being one of the most important stories that shouldn't be investigated, should be talked about right now. Not to minimize anybody that broke the law during this deal, but what would be more is our national security right now with uranium and Russia. To me, that needs to be talked about instantly, like right now. But they're burying that. And the reason being is because Hillary Clinton and Obama were involved with that bad deal. But they don't want to talk about what they did because it makes them look bad, obviously. Terrible. This was the lateral deal that they made with Russia. This was the part of the Russian reset. Let us give you that kind of power over us. Then they kicked them out of their compound that they had over here. Well, naturally. Yeah, Russia. Am I concerned about Russia? Somebody asked me the other day from the left. Are you concerned about them? Yeah, I believe that these people certainly do meddle in our elections, and they have spent money, clearly. But we have lobbyists. We have folks that go over to Russia. We have diplomats that go over to Russia. We do similar things. But don't tell anybody I said that. We do similar things. They've been doing it. We've been doing it. Spies amongst us. We have spies over there. We have spies everywhere. Civilizations have been doing this for eons. Don't kid yourself. Dear God, this is nothing new. We do the same thing. We've meddled. But we believe that we meddle because we're the United States of America. And we're right. And that's how we justify it. And some people don't like it. Obviously, they don't. Because every country is sovereign unto itself, and they believe that they have the right. And every country, and with their constitution and for what they stand for, they do have a right to their way of life. I feel it gets very dicey when you have atrocities against your people and how you get into power and how you abuse your people and all these other things. That's where the UN, the world governing parties, and civilized nations get together through the UN, through the Charter, and we, with our partners, we deal with it. We don't do it just alone. We don't go it alone. And from now on, I don't think we ever should do that. Should be very calculative about what we choose to do, we don't do. With North Korea, I believe these people are a menace to the planet. And for the inhumane things that they do to their people, they should be shut down and they should be stopped. And the reason that North Korea, by the way, is so concerned about the U.S. doing something to them is because they saw what we did to Saddam Hussein. When the statues were pulled down and the people pulled them down, North Korea will be a completely different place if the hero, they called to the country, their father, would be taken out and they would be able to have a democracy over there. It would be a completely different place. God forbid having that. And China would hate it, obviously, because they're kindred spirits. They're brothers. They're Asian. They have a lot in common, a lot of history together. It's a fine line, folks, from our Western ideals and our Western way of thinking and our Western life. And I do believe that we have a good thing going over here, but not everybody's going to sing Kumbaya. I have realized that a long time ago. Not everybody's going to be on the same page. But again, when there's atrocities done, untold atrocities, we can't just point at one. And we can't just ignore China. And I think that's a big mistake that we make when we're pointing fingers at North Korea. Because how can you point fingers just at North Korea? You said, well, they're a little bit more respectable with the bombs. They're not throwing out the rhetoric that North Korea has made and destruction. And they're not calling those things. And China rightly is not saying they're going to destroy us. They're not going to take us out and, threatening other allies. And that's one thing that China's not doing. They're a lot more together when it comes to that. But as far as treatment to people, do your research, do your due diligence. Don't just take my word for it. You'll see quickly about the human trafficking that goes on in China, the sweatshops in China that go on and continues to go on. And it breaks my heart. And that's why I say whenever you can buy American, as much as possible, buy it. By the way, a new campaign has gone to an all-time low. And folks, what I'm going to tell you when we come back is something that the left is using, that Obama has used, race politics, unfortunately class politics, to be their ace in the hole. And this is the new norm for the left, to be able to win votes, to divide America. And this is why we're going to have continued problems on the streets, on our fields in this country, because of the erroneous words and actions of the left, painting anybody that claims to be conservative is conservative to be something they're not. And if you haven't heard the story, I'm just going to tease a little bit. It has to do with a campaign for the Democratic campaign implying Ed Gillespie supporters to be a bunch of renegades for the old Confederate. It's a horrible, horrible ad. We'll talk about it in detail when we come back, but it is just unbelievably sickening to my stomach. By the way, something that will actually make your stomach happy is our For the People coffee mug, and just in time as the weather is cooling down around the country, and just in time for, Thanksgiving. You want to put your warm cocoa, your hot tea, your hot coffee into the For the People coffee mug. You've heard us talk about it, and I'm proud of the coffee mug because it's red, white, and blue logo, For the People, with my name, Keith Allen, written right on there. 2 places on the cup. It's 11 ounces, and it's built very well. Very strong ceramic mold, but tough, and you'll enjoy it for many, many years to come. 11 ounces. That's enough coffee or liquid for you, isn't it? $20 plus $3.99 shipping and handling, and it's quite a deal with shipping. So pick yours up today, and it will help keep this broadcast on the air. I appreciate it. ForThePeopleShow.com.
It's unlike anything you've ever been through in your life, man. I was driving. This kid threw a grenade at us and went right over our vehicle. It was 12 years old.
The shockwave went through my head, rattled up my brain, and left.
Danger is around you 360 degrees at all times, and you can't unlearn that.
It's impossible to describe the sacrifices these men and women have made to protect our freedoms. And the job of rebuilding their lives is massive and growing every day. Many will need the programs offered by the Wounded Warrior Project for years to come.
I didn't know what PTSD was. All I knew is I was having nightmares. And when I got released, my reintegration was go check in at the VA, man.
My first coping mechanism was use drugs. Just numb it. Don't feel anything.
I was angry. I'm trying to pull myself out of that right now.
Your gift today of $19 per month will honor and empower these veterans so they can aid and assist each other.
The Wounded Warrior Project is a life raft.
I can say this without question that I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for it.
Wounded Warrior Project is the first step, getting back out into the world and reforming yourself outside of the service.
Call or go online with a pledge of $19 a month. You'll receive this Wounded Warrior Project blanket, and your gift will provide critically needed programs that rebuild lives.
That was my first feeling of actually being a part of something bigger than myself again.
Well, I lost a few really close friends overseas, and if I quit, I'm going to let them down, and I'm not about to do that.
I'm learning to face my fears head on. To trust and see what happens at the end.
It's a long process, but I had the drive and desire.
Please, call or go online with your gift right now.
For the people is there.
Your American heritage. The Minutemen worked in darkness, building their fort of earth and stone on Breed's Hill. Why Bunker Hill gets the credit is lost to history. It was on Breed's Hill in Boston where Yankee Doodle showed his audacity. At dawn, with a roll of drums, confident scarlet-clad British regulars marched up the hill in a thin, rigid line. Behind the chin-high walls, Isaac Putnam said, "Hold your fire. Wait until you can see the whites of their eyes." Then it broke like a thundercloud. Later, lying dead in the green summer grass, were close to 1,300 redcoats. The Minutemen learned that day that the red-coated Superman could indeed be beaten. This has been Don Keyes with another page from Your American Heritage.
Your American Heritage can be heard Monday through Friday. Brought to you by For the People, right here.
Introducing the official For the People coffee mug, featuring the colorful red, white, and blue For the People logo, with Keith Allen. On a ceramic 11-ounce coffee mug, perfect for any hot beverage of your choice. This mug is a great reminder of what we stand for: God, country, and family, with conservative values and good old-fashioned common sense. To order your For the People coffee mug, pay just $20 plus $3.99 shipping and handling at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. And enjoy.
With all the choices out there to enjoy some entertainment, wouldn't it just be nice to have something that didn't cost an arm or a leg? I found something that does just that. It's called 123 Ready TV. It's one of the most remarkable apps available to start watching all of those movies and TV shows for one incredible price, just $19.99. And that's a one-time only price. Recap: all your movies, current and classic, and sports and news, and so much more. So cut the cable and stop spending money at the movies when you can truly have it all at your fingertips. No commercials, just all the entertainment you desire. 123 Ready TV is available for Windows and all Android devices. Get your 123 Ready TV for just $19.99 at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Just click on the store page to get yours now and start enjoying entertainment the way it was supposed to be. Fun. For the People has a special opportunity for you. If you own a business and want to gain a national audience that is loyal and will do business with you, imagine being able to get your product and or service into the hands of tens of thousands of people each week. Sponsorship opportunities are now available at rates you can afford. Finally, the show you love with your business supporting what we do in partnership. Start running your commercials today. To contact us, go to forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com.
Is there.
And For the People is there on social media, on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, hashtag Talk to Keith Allen, Allen, A-L-A-N, or For the People Show on Facebook. But you can follow along each day some of the news stories, some of the things we're talking about, and more importantly, you can get connected, be part of the radio show, and you can do that through social media greatly, and following us on the social media is really a good thing because you